Okay, at approximately 10:15 this morning, we received a report of a shooting that just occurred here in the area of Russet Green East and Laurel. And upon arrival, officers located an adult male victim, and fire department personnel pronounced the male victim deceased here at the scene. What we have as far as suspect information, what we got was a black male in a dark sedan who fled the area. And detectives are working an angle, and preliminarily they believe that the victim and the suspect are potentially known to one another. The suspect is still outstanding at this time, and the investigation is ongoing by homicide detectives here on the scene.
How long do you guys expect to be out here? Right now, what's the process like? What are you doing right here? Obviously continuing the investigation.
We're still in the very early stages, and that's up to the homicide detectives as far as processing the scene and gathering as much information here at the crime scene as they can.
Can you say no to each other, family, friends?
We don't have that information right now. The direction that the detectives are going is that the victim and the suspect are familiar with one another.
Do you know the age of the victim?
I cannot confirm the age. An adult male.
Was the victim in a car or was he on foot?
We believe the victim was on foot.
Does he live over here?
We can't confirm an address or location for the victim.
And obviously the investigation is happening like right here. It seems like kind of in the middle of the street. Is that where this happened?
We believe that is where it happened, on Russet Green.
So it has not really impacted any of these stores here?
No, there is still access to the Walmart and the Sam's Club.
And the 911 call came in, you said 10:15?
I believe it was 10:13, but right around that 10:15 time frame.
How long do you expect to be out here for?
It could be several more hours, or it could wrap up sooner than that, depending on the speed that the detectives are able to gather the information and the evidence technicians are allowed to gather their evidence.
And obviously next of kin is when you're able to release like the name of the victim. Do
Correct.
You have the timeline on that?
We don't at this time.
Are there any surveillance cameras along this little road?
That is unknown to me. This is a highly populated and highly traveled area, so there is the potential for video evidence to be secured at some point. Anything that I did not answer, or with as much information as I could?
So anyone who wants to come shop here, they're fine. You do feel like they're in the clear to come shop and run their errands if they need to?
The shopping center is open, and we are allowing patrons to frequent the stores.
And is a situation like this, like, you know, someone being shot and killed in the middle of the street, like, rare, or does this happen before? Like,
I would say it's not a common occurrence.
What goes through your head seeing something like this? I'm not sure how long you've been in law enforcement, but I mean, I'm sure every scene obviously is, you know, heartbreaking, especially when someone dies, but just seeing that the massive police presence, what goes through your head?
It's an absolute tragedy, and our hearts go out to the victim's family, and it's hard for us to make sense of things sometimes. I've been a cop for 21 years, and I've seen a lot of stuff that I can't make sense of. So
Can you just speak to this happening here at a shopping center as well? Like, you know, people are just going about their day-to-day, you know, shopping, not thinking much, and then you come out, like I saw a lot of store employees come out, like shoppers were concerned. They're like, this looks like a scene out of a movie. So
it can happen anywhere at any time. There's no prerequisite for a time and place for a crime to occur, whether it's a homicide or something a lot less severe.
I see a lot of law enforcement here. There are investigators. Who else is here? I thought I saw like a crash police.
There are evidence technicians. There are homicide detectives. There are district detectives. There are executive command staff. And as far as the traffic investigator, it's very close to a roadway, and there was a vehicle involved. So I believe that they're trying to lend their expertise or their knowledge as much as they can to the investigation.
It's like a big scene.
A lot of moving parts and a lot of help.
Do you know off the top of your head how many shootings or homicides there's been so far in Anne Arundel County?
In 2023? Mark, this is in 2023. This is the first, correct?
Shooting or deadly shooting? I didn't hear exactly. Did you ask?
I was just wondering homicide.
Homicide.
But
We can probably get that.
okay.
I believe this is the first shooting death in 2023.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. I
You're welcome.
appreciate it.